Hello, Derplings. I like to call you Derplings because you're all so cute. Anyway, I'm gonna do something a little bit different. I'm gonna do an actual, an actual vlog with a purpose, because people seem to enjoy those more than my random videos, which is all what my channel is about. The randomness of life and all those mysteries and whatever philosophical bullshit I can think up in the next 5 seconds. Insert big words here is what I'll put on the screen, I think. I'd like to thank Steel Fabric for helping me along the way, because I said, you know what, maybe I should talk about my misadventures like he did. And he said, you know what, people love to hear about other people's misfortune. And that got me thinking. He is so right. Of course, everybody absolutely loves to hear about someone else's misfortune and misguided adventure. And that's what I've come to talk to you people about today, at this present time. Whew, that was a mouthful. That's what she said. No, I didn't plan to do that. I would like to tell you a story. I'd like to call it Derp's story time. So this story is probably up there with my top 5, maybe top 10 of proper derps in my life. It's a story when I was younger, when I was 17 to be precise. No, it is when I was 16 actually. 16. Oh, that truck stopped very close to that car. No, so I was 16, and you know how when you're in high school and everyone else is having a party, alcohol is always involved, you know? And in Australia, it's pretty much assumed if you're underage, you've got to drink. Some strange culture here. In Australia as well, the legal age for drinking is 18. Actually, technically, it isn't. It's a bit younger than that. According to the rules, underage people can drink if there is a supervising adult. True story, actually. That is the legislation in this country. And you know what the fine is for underage drinking with an adult in the thing, without a consenting adult in the situation? $50 for the adult. Oh, it might have changed in the last few years, but that still gets me every time, man. So if you're underage, you can drink with a consenting adult. Good stuff, isn't it? Not that I recommend you do that. Oh, I've got some terrible memories, or lack thereof. But anyway, on with my story. What happened is essentially... Oh, Jesus. That scared me, that face. What happened was, it was two blokes who have the same name, coincidentally, and the same birthday. And by the same name, I mean same first name. They're two completely different people, of course. They're not twins. And they had the same birthday. So they celebrated the same birthday party thing. And, yeah. So there was drinking involved. And what goes with drinking? Bad alcohol choices, of course. You've got it on the one. So when I went there, I brought a bottle of red wine, because that was all we had in the house at the time. And, well, all we had unopened at the moment. And it probably felt a bit weird to bring an open bottle of something. This bottle of red wine will come into play a bit later on, especially the colour bit of it. The first drink I had that night was something called Cowboy. And Cowboy is the American version of Bailey's. And by itself, you know, I can understand why it tastes nice. You know, it's a sweet drink. It has a fairly nice flavour to it. And all that good stuff. But at the time, I didn't know that milk and alcohol in my stomach do not mix very well. It brings up something called the multicolored yawn. That's a term only in this country. It was further down the line in the night. I had drunk quite a lot by that stage. People were... One friend in particular at that time was a raging alcoholic, right? And he would just give me his drinks. We went out and bought some more alcohol, of course. He bought, I think it was Coronas at the time, and he just said, yeah, keep drinking. And then one of my other friends, who, thankfully, man, I love this guy. He took care of me. He sat me down, you know, he looked after me, he watched over me, he gave me water for a change, unlike everyone else. Yeah, so I was just hanging out, and yeah, that was pretty much it. Obviously, as the night progressed, the milk and alcohol decided to show its face again in, as I said, the multicolored yawn. Let me tell you guys, if you ever plan on chundering, or throwing up in the layman's terms, consider the things you've had before. Because red wine and food do not come out very well, so to say. So what came out was red and chunks of food. Somehow you always get chunks of food. It doesn't matter what you've eaten, how long you've not eaten for, you always manage to get chunks of food. But the color of the substance afterwards is a bit vital, because everybody, and I do mean everybody, got scared that second as I threw up, because it was just red. And they were like, oh yeah, he had the bottle of red wine, which was somehow managed to get in his pocket, right? So it is in my pocket. I don't know how, and I'd lost the lid. Explain that one. But anyway, that was that. That was the first chunder of what would be very many in my career as an alcoholic, and one of two in that night. Further on down the track, as I chundered and the bucket was there, somehow the bucket came to me and everybody knew I was going to throw up before I threw up. But as soon as the bucket came, man, I threw up like nobody's business. Yeah, so my parents picked me up with my grandparents in the back there, and as we were trundling along home, guess what happened? Yes, you are correct. More of the multicolored yawn decided to show its face. More of the night decided, hey, let's bother this guy a bit. Yeah, I did throw up in the car. Most of it ended up in my own mouth. Then they found a bag. Then it went into the bag, and my poor grandmother held the bag to my face. Now, you may be thinking, oh man, that doesn't probably sound like the best experience for the first time. And I don't think it was. But then again, there are always people out there who have done worse things than you have. And yeah, I have seen worse first times, and I have seen worse just general outings than that. And I did touch alcohol again, and I had more wild nights after that. And I did throw up more, because that's just the done thing. You know, if you guys had bad drinking stories, you can leave them in the comments below. Share your misery with everyone so everyone feels a tiny bit better about themselves. Anyway, I still have a long way to go on this journey of mine to university. I will see you guys on the next episode of whatever the hell I'm doing. Peace out.